Right, good to see you, bro. So, I want to talk to you about women, your favourite topic, as I know very, very well, because a lot of you guys are always talking about women, girls, this, girls, that. I've mentioned this before, and the very fact that you're putting so much emphasis on the fact that they're a girl is what's making it so hard for you to actually attract these women, right? Let me break this down for you. So, what I see guys doing is they change the speech, they change the way they talk to girls versus how they talk to anybody else of the same sex or just anyone they don't find sexually attractive. They change it and they go into this weirdly formal and like business and articulate way of speaking when they talk to girls. So the way I'm talking to you now on this camera is not usually how I would talk in a normal conversation. I'd still be clear and concise and articulate with my words. I'd still use similar words, maybe not to an extent of as much as I do on the camera. But the way I'm speaking to you now is in almost like a teacher kind of way. Like I'm teaching you something, you understand? So I'm speaking to you in a very step-by-step, word-by-word kind of manner. I'm using certain words to get my point across on purpose. I've got a vast range of vocabulary when I speak to you on the camera versus when I speak to people just normal, my girlfriend or my bros or my mum, whatever, you know, people in the gym. You know, like you talk to your bros and you've got this dark humour, you're racist, sexist, homophobic humour, right? Do you know what I mean? Like the dark shit you wouldn't really talk to anybody else about. But you've got this vibe about you that's you. You're just normal. You're talking, you're in a conversation, hey, you're laughing and shit. Do you know what I mean? Versus this professionalism that I come on the camera with. Now, some guys will talk to girls in this weird way, similar to how I'm talking on camera to you, where it's like they're trying to come across as more intelligent or more formal than they actually are. Like they talk as if they're in a business meeting to a CEO rather than a girl just on the street. And it makes them come across as weird and creepy and a bit socially inadequate, right? So let me make this very, very clear. The way that I'm talking to you on this camera right now is in a professional and concise manner. You understand? I'm making sure of that so I get my point across so you understand what it is I'm saying. In a normal conversation with a girl, I don't speak like this. I'm more a bit laid back and a bit jokey, a bit bantery, playful. Right? I can't really actually describe that. I can't do that to you. I can't tap into that energy while I'm on camera. It's weird. I can't explain it. But it's when I sit down on camera, boom, my professional head's on. I'm speaking to you in a very professional way. Now, when I'm talking to anyone else ever, even if it's on a coaching call, I'm a bit more, I'm bruv, bro, swearing, that kind of shit. Do you know what I mean? I'm a bit more laid back, a bit more normal, let's say. Now, the problem is some guys will take this professional, formal, you know, business meeting kind of thing, and they'll talk to girls in that way because they think it makes them more intelligent and attractive. And, oh, look, I'm smart. I'm better than all these other guys because I can use this fancy word. You know, they'll come up to a girl and think, they'll say something like, oh, you know, I'm so immensely sorry to bother you, but I thought you were, you know, elegantly beautiful. They just use like unnecessarily over the top words for no reason because they think it makes them more attractive. And it's making you look just incelish. Stop it. Please. Hydration break. I've got none left. Great. Got like a drop left. But bro, and the problem is, number one is they're nervous. Obviously they're terrified and they don't really know how to act, so they can't be their most authentic self, which is a shame because their most authentic self is actually most attractive. When you're being natural and you're laid back and you're just laughing, you know, you're enjoying life, you're a bit playful, flirting and stuff. That's how you flirt. You just be playful. You be authentic. You kind of tease them a little bit. You can't do that if you're trying to try too hard. And that's the word I think I'm looking for, is a try hard. You're trying too hard, bruv. Tone it down. Lay it back a bit. Be more relaxed. Stop tensing your abs when you're talking to these girls. Breathe, bro. Slow down. Playful. Enjoy it. That's the point. You're not in a job interview. That's what it's like. It's like a job interview. Or like a business meeting with a CEO. Like when I sit and I'm networking with guys, yeah, I'll still have that laid back, like laddish, bantery kind of side that I talk to my boys with. And maybe I'll implement that with certain people if I can sense they're on the same wavelength. But for the most part, I sit like this, I talk like this, I'm dressed classy and professional on purpose. Now, I dress like that normally anyway, but you get the point, right? It's a certain demeanor that you hold yourself with. I wouldn't use this business CEO, professional, you know, networking kind of manner that I've got with a girl. It's still me, but I wouldn't use it with a girl. I tap into the more playful, laddish kind of bantery side because it's just fun. Girls just want to have fun. Now, obviously, you're not going to use your racist, you know, sexist, homophobic, dark humour that you use with your boys in the Snapchat group chat or the WhatsApp group chat, whatever. You're not going to use that same humour with a girl, obviously not. You want to give the right impression. Now, point being though, bro, is you're going into it with this mindset of a girl is some sort of like God, some sort of like external amazing thing. I need to impress her. You're down here and a girl, oh my God, how do I talk to girls? What does the gender have to do with how you conduct yourself? It should be the exact same. Now, obviously, yes, you're going to change certain things like your tone of voice and what you speak about. And, you know, I guess the eye contact. I'm not going to look at a girl the same way I look at a guy. Do you know what I mean? This is not, because you give off a flirty vibe with a girl versus with a guy, you're just chilling. Do you know what I mean? You're a bit more, whatever, bro. But you're going into it with this mindset of a girl is different to everybody else, hence why you need to act in a certain way. You're trying too hard. No, they're not. First of all, they're probably much more insecure than you are. So understand that they're just human beings, just like you. When you understand this and you stop putting on this weird, intelligent, formal front because you're trying to impress the girl, and you just be a bit more yourself and a bit more laid back and a bit more informal, a bit more normal, have a bit of banter, playful, stop being so stiff and, you know, stuck up. Now, this isn't me saying be rude or be a dickhead or don't say please and thank you and be polite. Like, of course, normal, gentlemanly standards always apply, but just be a bit more laid back and a bit more relaxed, loosen up a bit. Do you know what I mean? Have a bit of a joke, tease the girl. Don't be so scared of her reaction. It's not gonna, the world's not gonna end. You're not gonna die. Do you know what I mean? Just fucking calm down. A girl and a guy are exactly the same, other than the fact one's got a dick, one's got a pussy. That's it. The fact that she's got different genitals than you doesn't mean that you have to treat her any differently. Okay? And that means in terms of mindset. Now, obviously, yes, you're going to be a bit more gentle with a girl. You're not going to fucking rough her around like you do with your lads. Do you know what I mean? You're not going to start play fighting her and getting her in headlocks and shit. Sparring her. But you get what I'm saying. It's the mindset you're going into it with is pretty much, okay, she's not superior to me. She's not inferior to me. She's just another human being. And I'm curious to get to know her. She happens to be an attractive female, right? But I'm going to go talk to her like I would anybody else. That's it, bro. She's just a human being. Talk to her the same way you talk to the old lady in the park, the same way you talk to the guy in the gym. It's the same thing. You're still the same person. You're not changing who you are because of the person you're around. All right? Keep that in mind. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Maybe something I've said here has clicked in your brain and hit a little spark in there. Like, oh, maybe I am acting a bit weird. Like, when you're texting a girl, do you think about your text before you text her? When you go up to a girl and you talk to her in school or college or the gym or work, wherever it may be, do you think about how you're going to act before you go up to her? Do you consciously change the way you walk because there's a girl there? Because if you do, then this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you. You're the one that's being a bit weird. Girls can sense this shit. Promise you right now, they're so in tune with energy. They know when a guy's trying too hard. They can see it a mile off. It's just this weird incel behaviour. They can see when a guy's trying to act cool, when he's trying to walk a certain way that just isn't him. They can sense this shit. Believe me, they can. So, the best way that you can kind of go about this and the best mindset you can kind of use is just to turn your brain off and just not think. Do what authentically and what naturally comes to your mind first. When I send a flirtatious text, I don't think about it beforehand. The first thing that comes to mind, I either say it or I send the text. That's it. I don't think about it. I just send it. If I show my Riz is too fucking good, bro. And I'll give you a good example of this. And I hate the word Riz, it's a bit cringe, but you know what I'm saying. When I first met my girlfriend, my now current girlfriend, when I first met her, on the night that I met her, me and my brother were on a night out together on this night. And my brother hooked up with my girlfriend's friend. And I was obviously with my girlfriend, but we weren't together at the time, obviously, right? So that's the kind of dynamic. Me and my girl, my brother, and her friend. That was the dynamic. They were getting along really well. My brother and his girl were getting along really well on this first night. They both did, you know, into drama or some shit. They both had a lot in common, basically, laughing and stuff. Now, me and my girl didn't really have too much in common at this point. We were still trying to figure things out. We were kind of joking about how, oh, you know, they've got so much in common. And she said something to me like, oh, you know, maybe we just aren't meant to be. We don't have anything in common. I can't remember what she said, but, you know, we don't have much in common, do we? And I said something like, opposites attract. But yeah, it's fine, because opposites attract, right? I didn't stutter, thankfully, in the moment. But, yeah, that's what I said. And I didn't think about that. That was smooth as fuck, by the way, bro. She was shit testing me there. You know, we don't have much in common, do we? Maybe I shouldn't take you home tonight. And I was like, yeah, but opposites attract. Bro, it was so smooth when I did that in the moment. But If I was thinking beforehand, oh, you know, just like I did there, when I was thinking about what did I say? That's why I stuttered. When you think too much about something, you're putting too much conscious effort into something, your subconscious mind can't flow the best. You're trying too hard. You're putting too much energy into something that doesn't need that much. Less is more in this situation. Turn your brain off, be present, and enjoy it. Say whatever comes to your mind first. Opposites attract, bro, that's smooth as fuck. In the moment, it works so well because I wasn't thinking. Now, when I try and think back to it and try and replicate it to you, you see how I stuttered just then. I stuttered because I was thinking too much about what did I say again? You understand? So turn your brain off, flow with it, enjoy the situation, and just say the first thing that comes to your mind. Don't be so weird, don't be so tryhardy. If I showed you the text messages that I've had with girls, obviously I don't really have them anymore because I've got a girlfriend, but if I showed you what I used to be like in my playboy phase when I was running through these hoes, bro, and even now when I'm with my girl, you know what I mean, when we flirt and stuff like that, I'm just on it, bro. Like, it's witty, it's sharp, I never not have something to say. I've always got an answer to everything that the girl says to me. Every text the girl sends, I've got some smooth, do you know what I mean? Bro, it's too easy. It's too easy, and it's because I don't think about it. I'm enjoying it. I'm just saying what I want to say. I'm just being me. I'll just call her darling. It's the first night we've met. I'm calling her darling just because I want to. It's funny. Why not? Listen, darling. I'm sorry I have to rush off, but you know, business calls. I'll text you soon, yeah? Like, I'm just cocky with it like that. Do you know what I mean? It's like, but it's that cheeky kind of, well, this guy just doesn't give a fuck, that makes you attractive. When you're trying too hard, oh my God, what's the perfect text? What should I text this girl, Luke? If you have to ask that question, you've already failed. She already doesn't like you, I can promise you, because she can sense your try-hardy vibe. Stop that, all right? Look after yourself, and I'll see you soon. Bye.